Today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about building record shelves for your record collection and which ones are the most affordable and easiest to install.
Your two favorite guys, Ryan and Steve from the Vinyl Record Mission.
Hi, Steve here from the Vinyl Record Mission, and today I'm going to show you how to install and build the Kallax storage shelving units that mostly everybody uses for their record collections. Before Kallax, there used to be a brand called Expedit, and I had those many years ago, but whatever happened, they went out of business, and now Kallax is the brand that you can find at every IKEA small city warehouses where you find that furniture that comes with, the instructions and all those little parts and things that you can never figure out how to do, and takes the better part of a Sunday to get installed, and lots and lots of beer or whatever else calms your nerves, because it can be very frustrating. But I'm going to show you how simple it really is to build these shelving units, and I'm going to show you where to find them and what to look for. I'm also going to let you know that you better buy them soon, because you can bet your bottom dollar that these shelves may not be super affordable for very much longer, or for at least as long as these tariff wars are going to be getting hashed out. So if you're thinking about doing this, you better do it now. So let me show you real quick where to find them. I'm going to put together a set for you so you can see how really simple it is to install these, to build them, and then there is no installation unless you anchor them to the wall. And I will say that I don't think that's necessary. I've never done it myself. However, some people will probably disagree with me, I'm sure, as well as somebody's going to disagree with me that I have chipping paint in my room here in the back over there in the corner, as you can see. And I know someone's going to mention that, but come on, really? Paint your room before taking care of your record collection? What kind of record collector are you? No. Priorities, man. Priorities. Here's where you want to go to get your Kallax shelves. City within a city. This place is humongous. It's on the bottom floor, so don't go upstairs whatever you do, or you will get lost. So you will want to get one of these. So he told me aisle 1 Kallax shelving. So here's what I'm here for right here. This is the Kallax. This is 8 cubicles. I'm gonna get an 8 and a 4 today. Looks like these are $79. You've got their 30 wide by 57 long. Yeah, there you go. It looks like that's the other one I'm going to get, but in black. That's the 4. And I have to apologize to my wife, because they do make single Kallax and 2. We got in a little dispute about that on the way over here. As usual, she was right again. So here's the Kallax that I want. The black, brown, $79, 30 by 57. And they're all right here stacked. And they're quite heavy. So that's why you need to get one of those little carts that you see right there. It's going to help me. Okay, so I got my 8 cubicle shelving unit there on my cart. Best way to find them is just to go here and look at these, and then you'll find what you're looking for, like right below. So, looks like I'm literally getting the last one of that, the 4. Alright, so we've got both shelving units. Now we'll cart it off to the register. The first thing, you're going to want to get your Calyx unit into a room that has plenty of space to open the box and remove all the shelves inside and have plenty of room to assemble this thing. Here is your instruction booklet, which will come in handy. You may or may not need it if you're just going to watch the video, but once you've removed all of your shelves and your side partitions and tops and bottoms, make sure you don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Yep, that's your hardware box right there. Very important. And then just get rid of the box. Next, you're all going to need one basic hammer. It comes equipped with a really, easy to use Allen wrench and this handy dandy handle for your Allen wrench. And it goes in on one side only, and it's not that side, it is this side. Yes, your Allen wrench will lock in place into this plastic handle, which will give you really nice leverage and good torque when you're installing these black Allen bolts into the unit. And you're going to be given a specific number of wooden dowels. I believe it's 22. You will always get one extra, usually. I repeat, they give you one extra. So don't be alarmed if you have an extra one. I was very alarmed the first time I built this. I panicked, took it apart, and realized they gave me an extra one. So here's your Allen wrench and the bolt that you'll be using it for. Now, these bolts have heads on them that have a countersink, and you'll want to match that up with the side of the shelf that also has the countersink hole in it. These are your pads to prevent scratching of your floors, or if you're going to set them on top of one another. There will also be hardware in there for attaching these, securing them to the wall if you'd like to do so. I've never done it and I've never had any problems, but we're not doing it in this video. Well, we're going to start by getting the top attached to one of the side partitions. Make sure that the holes are facing inward. Once you get the top fastened, I'll speed up the video for you and you can just literally watch this thing go together like magic, quickly and easily. There's no need to swing this hammer like you're at a carnival. These dowels are, light wood, so you just need to tap them in and you'll know they're in. You can feel them stop. You can also hear a little different sound in the tone of the hammer, but you will know when you have reached as far as you can hammer them in. So don't try to keep hammering them in. They go in at maybe 1/4 of an inch or so before they stop. Like I said, one extra dowel. Don't be alarmed. Be sure not to over tighten your fasteners, but you do want to fasten them just enough to where the countersink drops flush with the top of the shelf. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I bought one 8 cubicle and one 4 cubicle shelving unit. I didn't think you needed to watch me assemble the 4 cubicle shelving unit, so I'm just setting it on top here now. I also put those little felt feet on the bottom of the 4 cubicle unit so as not to scratch the top of the 8 cubicle unit. And now comes the fun part, filling it full of records. What you saw there took me about maybe 40 minutes in total. I built the first 8 cube shelving unit right there in about 20 minutes or 25 minutes, and then the 4 cube shelving unit that went on top, that took about another 15 minutes or so. So it's not really a lengthy process unless, I guess, doing it the first time. I've made many of these shelves, so I'm very familiar with how they go together. It used to be a lot harder. They used to have these things that you would screw in and lock in and turn with the screwdriver, and that was very much a pain in the butt, and it did take a little bit longer. And now it's just, 4 screws on the top and bottom and a bunch of wooden dowels that go in. And I will say they are pretty sturdy. Once you get all the records inside of them, they kind of hold their own. And anchoring them to the wall, it's up to you if you want to go to. That can be very much add quite a bit of time to the process. So I'm really happy with my room now. I've been going through a purging process. For those of you that know, I needed to get rid of a bunch of records, and it might look like I got more, but no, I just filtered them into some more shelving that I had needed, and I still have a lot of records to purge that are actually in these shelves as well. So I hope this helps you guys. If you're thinking about starting a vinyl record collection, you at least can see what your options are. And like I said before, I highly suggest that you get to an IKEA. The 4 cube shelving unit was the last one that I got when I went to the IKEA in Burbank. And there was plenty of the 8 cube units, but I got the last one of the 4. So I kind of foresee a shortage on those coming very soon. If I were you and you're thinking about it, I would do it sooner than later. So thanks for joining me on this episode of the Vinyl Record Mission. And until next time, take care.
If you haven't, make sure you hit like and subscribe. to the Vinyl Record Mission so that way you don't miss out on any future content. More videos coming your way.